Good morning. It's good. I'm glad to see you guys. My name is Sarah Cude. I work for Istation. I'm a professional development specialist for them. I was a former classroom teacher and a reading coach and interventionist. Today we are at our house here, like everybody else is at home right now, talking about how to set up a home learning environment that is conducive for school at home. So I've got my 3 kids here with me, actually. This is Ellie, and she's in 6th grade, and Jackson, and he's in 8th grade. And then we also have our sophomore in college home with us too, and she's our videographer today. So I want to talk really about the 5 S's for setting up a successful home classroom. So the first S is space. You really want to try to find a space in your house that is separate from the other spaces that kids are in the other times of the day. So here's what we did. This is our living room, and we had a couple of tables actually in the garage, things that I was going to do in a garage sale, but they came in handy now. So we pulled them back in and set them up here. That way they have a space separate from their bedroom. They can come in to work. They have come in and personalized those spaces, added some things. So definitely have a separate space. I mean, it can be as simple as your dining room table, but just make sure it's a dedicated space. The second S is supplies. So you want to have the supplies on hand that they will need. So their chargers, devices, things like that. Ellie, you want to tell us a couple of supplies that you have?
I have some of my books, my binders, some of my pens and pencils, so I don't have to get up all the time and go to the kitchen. They get stuff. And then I have some markers if I want to highlight stuff.
Ellie is our organizer, and so this is right up her alley. You've had fun actually setting this up, right? Yes. Okay, now Jackson, tell us what your favorite supply is.
So this is my favorite supply. It's an old science fair board. And this is what Ellie and I use to get some space during the day, to have 2 separate spaces. A little bit of alone time. And that's how it works.
There's a lot of togetherness right now. So sometimes your favorite supply might be a way to give some separation between each other and get your own space that you might need. So space in the house that's separate, supplies, and then a schedule. So really, when you work from home, or now we're going to have school at home, keeping a schedule is really important. So we tried to write it out and post it so that we can all kind of be on the same page about what we're doing. We had this whiteboard because I was a school teacher, and so I have all these old classroom supplies. But you could write out your schedule on a piece of paper, or guess what? This is a hack. Dry erase markers work on windows. So you could also post the schedule on a window. So we have our schedule for the day. We really tried to block it out by hours. And what I know about kids, all kids, especially middle schoolers, is that choice is really important. So this is our tentative schedule, but I want them to know that they have choice and they can change things around a little bit. So maybe if they wanted to do reading, they wanted to swap reading and math, or they wanted to do reading at the end of the day, that's totally fine. Or maybe they wanted to do their Istation time up right after breakfast. So in order to build in that choice, but also some accountability, they're going to go in and check off in the color of their dry erase marker when they've done that. So that we'll just be able to keep tabs on whether or not we got our schedule done during the day. So space, supplies, schedule, and then the fourth one is separation. So that is like taking scheduled breaks throughout the day. We're all going to need some breaks. We don't want to just sit here all day working. So Jackson, tell us what you are planning to do for one of your breaks today.
Well, usually in middle school, we get up and move around between classes every 45 minutes. So I think that's good. After I do a couple subjects, to have a 15-minute break and go outside and get the fresh air and run. And that helps me stay in shape too. So,
because Jackson wants to try out for football in freshman year in high school, so he's got to stay in shape this time. And then Ellie, what are you going to do for your break today?
Play the piano.
Y'all, Ellie is teaching herself to play the piano. See, in all this togetherness and time at home, we can learn new skills. It's going to be great. Okay, so space, supplies, schedule, separation, take some breaks. And then the last one, the fifth one, is sum it up. So I really feel like we are going to have to consciously separate. We've been doing school and now it's our regular life. Go be a kid. So we're going to have a closure at the end of every day. We have it on our schedule. And we're going to ask ourselves 3 reflective questions at the end of every day. The first one's going to be, what went well today? Like what worked? How did it go? How'd you feel about it? Then the second one is, so what could we do differently? Is there anything that we need to change with our schedule or maybe how you're interacting with your teachers? And then the last one is, I want to ask them what they need from me. How can I help them be more successful during the day? So 5 S's, y'all say them with me. Space, supplies, schedule, separation, and summing it up. Okay, you guys, so thanks for coming and joining us. Please be sure to comment in the comment section if you've got some things that you would like for us to talk about in these Istation live chats. Every day, we're doing these at 10 o'clock every morning from our homes, and we would love to be able to interact and talk with you guys. So I hope everyone has a wonderful day. Enjoy each other and I heard somebody say the other day, we need bucketfuls of grace right now. So bucketfuls of grace for each other. Bye. Say bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye.